Hey guys, what's going on? We have so much to talk about. I already feel like we talk about one thing and then we're gonna have to come back and talk about another thing because there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's members, it's mods. Good morning. I dropped the link in case anybody wants to join and support sis. Okay. Whew. Okay, so what are we look, I almost feel like let's talk about the obvious first. Um, I already had a couple of inboxes and comments. Fran, you called it 2 weeks ago. What did I call? Look, I've been in HR for over 20 years. I've been a corporate recruiter, executive recruiter for many, many years. And at the end of the day, I've talked to a lot of people about their career paths. And I've also talked to leaders about employees. And you can tell how people move. And I see, I'm an observer of people. That's why I do what I do. And at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just not surprised. So, if you're like, friend, what are you talking about? Well, we're going to talk about it. Good morning, everyone. Hey, members. Hey, mods. What's going on? Good morning, India. Girl, gang star. And India got in here and had the good mornings up and everything. Then I came in, and then Ruby. Hey, Ruby. Good morning, hun. How are you? Also, I don't know what Jasmine had a good dose of yesterday, but that's a whole situation over there. I don't even know if I can touch it with a 10-foot pole right now. I almost feel like I guess I'll let you guys choose cuz I guess I did watch a little bit of Olivia's live. I was kind of making sure I was pretty much caught up, but I was thinking what was going to be on the list of things to talk about today was going to be Keesha and this credit repair company, on top of the fact that she put in her vlog today that sis is leaving Keller Williams. Are we surprised? Because Big Sis called it out, 3 weeks ago? I was like, guys, how long is it going to be before we hear the speech? I'm leaving. And maybe while Keesha was watching, she was maybe it gave her some peace about the decision she needed to make because sis clearly doesn't want to work full time. So maybe it helped. I don't know. I'm sure it didn't hurt. Cuz I have no powers here. Only powers I have is up in this house. But I just calls them like I sees them, and sis was either going to be asked to leave eventually based on her dress code and her lack of performance, and or she just is doesn't like feeling like she's not up to par, and hiding out at the house in your own office is a great way to live in denial about what really is. So apparently, so maybe sis is giving up her desk. I don't know. She kind of left it on a cliffhanger if you watched it. So um it was like, oh, okay. Like I was not surprised. I watched it. I saw the title and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not surprised. Um Anywho, but we can get more into, I guess, that conversation too. I mean, I don't know. You guys call it. I'm open. I'm prepared for everything. I was gonna go live last night to talk about Jasmine and her shenanigans, but I was like, you know what? It's getting late. The good sisters have to go to work or get up and take kids to camp or whatever. Hey, have you guys tried to get on Threads on your computer? Is it just me or is it not optimized for our computers yet? Cuz I feel like it's not optimized yet. Does anybody know? Um let's see. What's going on here? Yeah, it's pretty much either I guess just on your devices. I don't see any I don't see it. Like I'm trying to get on it on my computer, but it's just taking me to download the app. I wonder, I don't know. I don't think it's suitable. I don't think it's optimized yet for PC. Do you guys? Or none of you have tried it? Let's see. Features, reels, stories, messenger. Okay. I don't think it's optimized yet. Anyway, okay. Um They're working out the kinks, not yet. Okay, because it's very new, but you would think that they would have been testing this a year or so by now. It's not like Twitter is new and it's their answer to Twitter. Facebook is not new. And product design, I would think product design has been testing it out. So maybe they're rolling it out like in a beta format and maybe some people can do it. Maybe they're testing it around the office right now that it's gone live. If you're not following me on Instagram or Threads, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and get into it. It's like a lot. I mean, I feel like some of these companies want to own us because it's kind of hard to do um, like TikTok, Facebook, now Threads, but Threads kind of works with Instagram. Instagram, Facebook, and Threads all kind of work together. I mean, you can integrate almost anything, depending on what automation, platforms you use or whatever. But I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay. Where do you guys want to start? Do you want to start with the breaking news? That's what Clubhouse did. Clubhouse did what? Clubhouse, I feel like, is Discord in a way. Because Clubhouse, you had to be invited. And I got in, a cousin of mine was already in there, and the cousin let me in or sent me the invite. I got in and I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. Discord, I like that you can set up like an amphitheater. Discord has a lot of features now. I'm going to be honest, Bougie Gang Ultra Lounge is kind of dead. I might try to revive it soon. I don't know. I need to rethink how we're going to use it because honestly, anything that's going to be a problem, I'm going to say it like that, I don't want any parts of. You know what I mean? I like stuff to be fun, carefree, with a splash of mess. But as far as in the weeds of nonsense, foolishness, stuff that wastes my time, things that don't move in the direction I'm moving, I'm not interested in. And because I had to kind of redo my Discord once upon a time, but right now it's just kind of dead because I think a lot of us have shifted over to the Facebook group where we have over 250 in the Facebook group, which is kind of fun. It's fun, funny, and it stays pretty cool in there. The Discord has great features, but it's not being used because we've kind of migrated to Facebook. But it'll come back. I'm not going to get rid of it. It'll be there. Anybody who wants in, you can, you're welcome to come into the lounge. I just wouldn't expect a whole lot of people in there because it's very quiet at the moment, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes things like that have to happen. Um, they rolled it out in stages. Okay, because Discord has the amphitheaters. They have different kind of meeting rooms. They also added a fun watch party feature where you can pull up like YouTube videos or different platforms and broadcast to, like, say all of like what we're doing right now could be on a Discord live, which is kind of fun, right? I mean, it would be fun for me. I don't know if it wouldn't probably be any different for y'all because y'all are experiencing it right now on YouTube, but it's a different, some people don't do YouTube. So I guess for the people that don't and are Discord folk, or Twitch, because I think Twitch and people who do Discords probably align a little bit. There's a lot of the Discord life in Twitch. Um, but yeah, I'm interested to see what direction it goes and how it can be used for the platform. But I like the features on Discord. We just don't use them. I think it would be fun to use it for like a Real Housewives or Love and Marriage, or like to something that is obviously copywritten that can't be run on YouTube, but can be kind of on a different platform to watch and not broadcast. So I don't know. It's I've thought of some things, almost kind of like also how is it soundstage, station manager, station head. I love station head, but station head is kind of, it's one of those I have to figure out how to incorporate it. We did something once on Station Head and it was fun, but we had like less than 100 people. It was cool, but you can't incorporate the music over. So, but it's interesting to see all these platforms adding additional services and additional features. So it's fun. I definitely suggest if you are on Instagram, get with the times, go ahead and download the new app. It's not going to do anything different. It just kind of integrates with your other um, Instagram, and it's more fun. It's like public DMs rather than, it's not DMs, but it's like Twitter. So rather than, feeling like, because people try to make it seem like something dirty because you message somebody and it's not always on some mess. But I guess if you want to have a private page, I don't know, girl. I guess use threads how you want, but mine's public and it is what it is. But yeah, I'm interested to see which way it goes. I think it's kind of fun. It's good to, send out announcements or notifications and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited. Clubhouse, I think I deleted the app. I just deleted it because I wasn't using it and I feel like I was like, I can't. I was watching an old episode of Real Housewives and saw the clip where Candy had her show on Ustream, and it got me to think how far we've come with these platforms. Ustream, gosh, I vaguely remember Ustream. I think I remember Ustream. Yes, I believe I do. Like, I'm trying to visualize it. But yeah, but Candy has always kind of been, Candy's pretty current with her social media, even though she doesn't appear to have a very young team. No tea, no shade. Um, I mean, a lot of us are very, some of us are tech savvy, some of us are not, right? Um, Candy is of a certain age now. She's in her mid 40s, and her team are all about the same. But she does seem to stay pretty current on her social media, which is good because that's one of the ways to stay very, very, very relevant, because she seems to run a lot of her show like a lot of her programming. Anyway, where do you guys want to start? I think I asked this before. I don't know if I saw any answers. Are we you know what? Let's just roll out with Keesha and then we'll get into some Jasmine after. Let's just talk about what's pertinent. I don't even know if we're going to do a full video at this point. Her video just came out this morning and I usually, I don't want to park on it for too long. Honestly, the video to me, there's a couple of parts of the video that I'd like to talk about, and then maybe tomorrow we can do like a full reaction if that's what you guys want to do. It just seems like when we do a full reaction anyway, you guys kind of get a little bored with it. So we're not gonna stretch that out. Just one second. Okay, something on TikTok just came up. Let me click off of that because my TikTok keeps starting. Um, okay. So Friday or Saturday, we were live and someone sent me something about like someone sent me a screenshot about Keesha talking about people's Verizon bills. And I just thought it was strange because I was like, it just I don't know. It is I think what their comment to me was how unprofessional is this? And it was extremely because no matter what, even if you have one client, that one client knows that you have exposed them, even if you didn't say their name, to having outstanding bills with Verizon. It's so rude. I don't understand this woman and I really would love to know what's going on with her and her situation with the agency. Is she being asked to leave or is she walking away because she's extremely unprofessional? And we talked about this the other day. I put up a video 2 weeks ago, and Keesha is filming in the office. She's going into the office inappropriately dressed. But today we open up, and she is sitting over at a location. It looks like it's like a WeWork space. I forgot what she called it. Some sort of Chattahoochee something or other. And let's hear what she has to say because she's talking about some clients. And but I was just kind of like, oh, this is what's going on. And I was not surprised to hear that she said that she was leaving the agency because um based on what I've seen in these vlogs recently, since she started doing her real estate, it doesn't seem like she wants to do it full time. But that's just my opinion. As a full time stay at home mom, that it doesn't appear that sis is working full time. She's got other interests, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But from what I understand, real estate is kind of like a full time ish job. So let's get into a little bit of this, and we're not going to park here very long. I just want to talk about the two main topics, and then we're going to move on.
Friday, so I'm actually out at the Chattahoochee Food Works place. It's so
Oh, okay. So it is it's did she say reworks?
guys, happy Friday. So I'm actually out at the Chattahoochee Food Works place. It's so crazy. I had a meeting
Did
with
she say food
another
works?
real estate agent. So, well, two real estate agents, and just finished the meeting. Now I'm doing some of the credit repair. I told you guys I'm not doing credit repair, but that's just what it's called, or that's what it's titled because that's just what's most understandable to you guys. I told you guys I had 15.
Does she feel like she has to talk down to people? Let me tell you something that was funny to me yesterday. Jasmine said, this is, and I quote, let me explain this to you in simpler terms, like as if she's some sort of fucking genius or something, okay? And I was just like, okay. So it's not credit repair, but you're gonna call it credit repair because that's what people understand. If that's what people like, if that's not what it is, then why don't you educate the people on what you're not doing? That's what would make more sense to me because you're calling it credit repair and you're making it sound like credit repair. So maybe it's credit repair. I don't know. Like, you can call a cantaloupe a watermelon all you want. It's still a melon, but it's a cantaloupe, okay? And a watermelon's a watermelon. Does that make sense? Like you can call it credit credit palooza if you want to, but if you're engaging in credit repair, it's credit repair, right?
spot, and I literally just got my 15%. Actually went over by two people, but two of those people, that's neither here nor there. And I'm even more excited because most of these clients are actually in the market for purchasing a home. So right on time to start home shopping.
Isn't that weird? It's like she's running a credit repair business and coincidentally a few people want to buy houses. Wouldn't it be more advantageous if you're a real estate agent to have people who want to buy houses that may need a little bit of help or guidance as to how to fix their credit? It sounds like you're doing a credit repair business, but let's hear her say it one more time.
You guys, I told you guys I had 15 spots, and I literally just got my 15%. Actually went over by two people, but two of those people, that's neither here nor there. And I'm even more excited because most of these clients are actually in the market for purchasing a home. So right on time to start home shopping. I'm so excited. I am going to just finish off doing a few more client reports for their credit, and most of these people are already at like almost 700. I got everything taken care of on their credit report, and I'm excited about that. But anyways, y'all, I am going to go look at a property right after this. I'm in great timing because this morning I had the contractor, I think that's I don't even know, y'all, hold on. What's the word? Not an interior decorator, but a designer. So for our laundry room, we're getting it designed. And we're going to.
So I guess now they've got an interior designer um versus interior decorator. Okay. I mean, either way, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't nobody cares. Like I'm just going to be honest. Nobody cares and the only person who should care is her cuz I'm certainly not paying the bill. And if she's getting her laundry room designed, okay. Girl, you can have a whole designer come from Home Depot. We don't know that she's got someone coming. Do you guys remember that show called Designing Women? With Delta Burke. It took place, I think, like in Atlanta. You could have a whole legit designer. You can have someone coming from the store, from a showroom. Like if you're buying cabinets and shelves from a particular showroom, they could be coming from anywhere. Like the fact that it's allegedly a interior designer, nobody's really impressed. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay, there's an interior designer. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Okay. So we're going on to a couple of different topics. Let's roll back. You we tried to tell you tried to tell who what? That she needed an interior designer? I mean, I don't know how, like, it's a laundry room. To me, I would worry about the Jerusalem tiles. I would worry about finishing that kitchen. The last thing I'm going to do is put a whole lot of money into a laundry room. Unless you don't have washer and dryer hookups, like, how hard is it to get a wall of cabinets? You know what that room needed? A wall of cabinets, some workspace as like a countertop and a washer and dryer. Like, and I know Raven Elise is a whole different, she's a Virgo, number one. Number two, she's got deep pockets. Number three, she knows what she wants. When it came to doing her laundry room, she went to Home Depot or Lowe's. She bought some cabinets. She put her washer and dryer up on the drawers, which we did that like a year ago. I think I told you guys I was at Lowe's and they had the drawers for our Samsung. They had them on sale. I was absolutely shocked. And I got them, those drawers are like 250, some are 250 to 350 a piece. And I, f- I think we got them for $50 each. Like it was a ridiculous sale. When I saw them, I called my husband. He was on the other side of the store with Farah. And I was like, they've got the drawers for our washer and dryer. Anyway, we got them and it's the best thing we ever did. But she put a countertop over them and then she put some cabinets and something else, and she had them installed, and it's not rocket science. Like, go pick out some cabinets somewhere and have the professional installers come do it, and it's done. She wants to spend money on an interior designer and film it and let us see it. Girl, I'll be watching. Okay. It's not that big of a deal. Um, Interior design. Well, we know the difference between interior designer and interior decorator. An interior designer is going to, have a little bit more experience in architecture, and there may be construction involved. Versus a decorator is just coming to decorate and aesthetics. There's it's definitely some stacks is the difference between the two, and the price ranges and what their scope of their practice is. But girl, I don't know if she barely could spit it out. She has someone designing her home design, her another girl. And then is that the same wig she had on from last week? Okay, anyway, she seems to be obsessed with image, impressing strangers, girl, and we really don't care. We're just watching.
Be tweaking other parts of the home because I had to source out and hire somebody because it's just been a nightmare dealing with those contractors and everything.
Okay, let's get back into that. Let's get back over here to this credit repair thing. Hold on a second. So, let me see something. Let me see. Can I show this? Where's my screen at? Where is my screen? Oh, duh. Okay, here we go. Is this what I wanted to show? Okay. Okay, so I was over on Threads. Is this it? Okay. Okay. All right. So I've been fixing people's credit. So it's not credit repair, but she's saying she's fixing people's credit. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, girl. Can this be bigger? Let's see. I'm trying to get this to be big. All right. So let's just look at this. I've been fixing people's credit for only a few weeks, and I already see that some of y'all hate to pay Verizon. That's one of the top collections I keep seeing. So how would you feel? How would you feel if you just paid Keesha to help you with your credit because you want to use her to be a real estate agent, and she's over here writing threads about people not paying Verizon, and you know good and well on your credit you got some whole Verizon on there, okay? It's extremely unprofessional, right? So you're fixing people's credit for only a few weeks, and I already see that some of y'all hate paying Verizon. So you're making an assumption on someone's credit that they hate paying their bills, and that's what's showing up on people's credit reports because they don't like paying their bills, right? That's what I would say. I just got with Verizon. I hope they don't tax me. Look, stuff costs money. It's 2023. I love them, but I hate them too because why are they charging me so much? Man, I got one too. So she's saying she's got one on her credit part report. Keesha says, I'll get it off. Oh, you will? So someone is saying they've got Verizon on their credit, and you're telling them that you're going to take it off. Oh, okay. See, that's what makes it bad for the people like legitimate credit repair, because there are people out here who, hold on a second. There we go. I don't even know. She does not know the meaning of professional. Um, I don't even know. Like, look, at the end of the day, this person says guilty, guilty. So people are not paying off. They're switching. This is my assumption. They're switching credit card companies. or not, excuse me, they're switching cell phone companies, and they're leaving a remaining balance, or I don't know, left for whatever reason. I've been fixing people's credit for only a few weeks, and I already, so she was over there. So we're showing this for the reason, okay, that she's over there at the Georgia Works facility, whatever this place that she is. She's over here meeting with other agents, and she says that she's not a credit repair, but she's like, that's what y'all understand, so that's what she's going to call it.
Happy Friday. So I'm actually out at the Chattahoochee Works place. It's so crazy. I had a meeting with another real estate agent. So, well, two real estate agents, and just finished the meeting. Now I'm doing some of the credit repair. I told you guys I'm not doing credit repair, but that's just what it's called, or that's what it's titled, because that's just what's most understandable to you guys. I told you guys I had 15 spots, and I literally just got my 15th person. Actually went over by 2 people, but 2 of those people, that's neither here nor there. And I'm even more excited because most of these clients are actually in the market for purchasing a home. So right on time to start home shopping. I'm so excited. I am going to.
So it's like she's running a credit repair company, and through the credit repair company, it seems, my impression is that that's how she's trying to find her clientele, versus her clientele coming to her knowing that they've got, maybe they disclose or they're not qualified, and she's trying to help them, give them some avenues to pursue to get their credit done. Me personally, I just thought that when you go to a real estate agent, they send you to a mortgage broker. The mortgage broker runs your credit, and the mortgage broker hands you the list of things that you need to do to get your credit to where you can qualify for this interest rate, that interest rate, or just pre-qualify, period. Like someone might say, okay, your credit is good, but we can get you in this, or we can get you in that. There's 2 bills that we would like for you to get below 50%, and get those down, and we can probably get you up about 50, 60 points. Otherwise, otherwise this is what you'll get, and it's only going to make a difference in like $75 a month, or $150, or whatever the case might be. I thought that was the mortgage broker's situation. I don't know. um it just seems like she's doing credit repair to me, but okay.
To just finish off doing a few more client reports for their credit, and most of these people are already at like almost 700. I got everything taken care of on their credit report, and I'm excited about that. But anyways, y'all, I am going to go look at a property right after this. I'm in great timing because this morning I had the contractor, I think that's the, I don't even know, she's a y'all.
Okay, so she's talking about real estate at this moment, and then she rolls right into talking about interior design. Okay. The reason why I kind of want to, like, because, well, it's only a 20-minute video. I guess we could go through. I really wanted to get to this part where she says that she's breaking up with Keller Williams, because let's talk about this first, because honestly, I'd rather do this whole video like tomorrow. I just, basically, she's leaving her agency, and we talked about this 2 weeks ago. It's not surprising to me that she is leaving. Now here she goes, recording someone else again. Who knows if they even knew they were being recorded? Just listen to this.
Yeah. You gotta do what's best for you. Way about it. Show me what. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. You gotta do what's best for you. Oh, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for everything. For everything. Do what's best for you. Way about it. You know what your brand needs to be. Yeah. You gotta do what's best for you.
Did she say you know where your brand needs to be, or your time needs to be? Let me see what she says.
Thank you so much. Yeah. You gotta do what's best for you. You know what your brand needs to be. Yeah.
She said, show me about it, or tell me about it. You know where your brand needs to be. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I was just kind of like, oh, this was a little sooner than I expected, but Okay. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You gotta do what's best for you.
Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. You can still call me if you need anything. I'm always here.
You know I will for sure.
Okay. All right, well.
Awkward conversations. So she's talking to someone and she's saying, well, you know where your brand needs to be. And so listen to this.
No, that Keller Williams has to release your license.
Yeah.
And send it. Oh, okay. So you may be in limbo for one day or something like that.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Guys, I literally hate breakups. I've been so emotional all day, but I hate breakups. I hate breakups. I literally hate breakups. Guys, happy Friday.
Okay. So what do you think is happening here? So we haven't seen the whole, well, I've watched the whole episode. That's the first that we heard. Through the episode, you girl, we gonna be here for a damn hour and a half to go through this whole entire video. So that's why we're not gonna do it at this moment. We'll do it tomorrow morning. I wanted to talk about this specific situation because number one, my first impressions is okay. And like I said 2 weeks ago, there are some agencies, there's just some environments where you have to meet a certain quota. Even if you're paying to be associated, like they may be an office of high performers and we just don't like not being number one. So unless you're top tier, you can go on over to another office where they have like the starter kit realtors over there. Um, it could be conflict of interest, it could be low performance. It could be a lot of different things. Did how many houses has Ashely sold? We don't know. Maybe just one, but Ashely may have come in as part-time. So the expectations on her may have been different from the expectations on Keesha, because at the end of the day, if you've got 100 desks to lease out to potential real estate agents and you've got some dead weight, you want people who want to bring money into the house because the house makes money on every single transaction as the broker's in charge, right? So if you have someone who's just paying their desk rent, they don't want desk rent. They want commissions. They want a piece of that pie of the Atlanta market, right? That's what the brokerage is all about. They're not there just to collect rent. They're not reworks, okay? They're not just a place to come and charge up your computer, right? So I don't know if they let her go or not. It just sounds like to me, obviously there's a parting of ways. We don't know what it was. Maybe she'll tell us in the next episode. But I think that when she came in that day to ring the bell with the coochie cutter front to the back shorts, that told people a lot about where her head was professionally, and a crop top and showing your surgical bra. Okay. And then coming into the office vlogging. All right. It's not like you're selling $1 million houses once or twice a month with that type of attire on. Then they might deal with you. But when you're coming in dressed shabby and don't seem to know the ropes, then they keep volunteering you to come in and do in services to teach people your marketing skills. See, like I said this a month ago, just because she's coming in to teach people about marketing, look, they're using damn reverse psychology. If they can't get you to the office one way, they're going to get you into the office the other way. They see you, flattery is her love language, so they're going to get her into the office with some flattery. You're doing a good damn job. Come teach us your talent. Oh, you're a social media person, come teach us. But it's also coming in and networking with other agents. Keesha seems to have come out the gate thinking she knew everything and was going to work from home. And she hadn't sold anything in damn 8 months. And now she sold one house. Okay. And has lost a couple of clients. She said she had 3 putting in offers and she's had one person successfully. So whatever. Anyway, I was not surprised to hear that she was leaving the agency. It does sound a little bit like a conflict of interest just between the vlogging, the credit repair, the unprofessional dress code. It's just if you have commissioned Keesha to help you with your credit, just understand she's got all your information over here to the Chattahoochee Food Works food court, and she's working out there with people's personal information. Like, you should not be working out in the public with people's information. My opinion.
Actually out at the Chattahoochee Food Works place. It's so crazy. I had a meeting with another real estate agent. So, well, two real estate agents, and just finished the meeting. Now I'm doing some of the credit repair. I told you guys I'm not doing credit repair, but that's just what it's called, or that's what it's titled, because that's just what's most understandable to you guys. I told you guys I had 15 spots, and I literally just got my 15th person. I actually went over by 2 people, but 2 of those people, that's neither here nor there. And I'm even more excited because most of these clients are actually in the market for purchasing a home. So right on time to start home shopping. I'm so
I just thought that was so strange that you're doing credit repair not with people who are looking for homes. Like, I thought that was the reason for the credit repair company. It just seems like sis goes whichever the way the wind blows, whatever thinks is going to get to a fast result is where she's trying to go. And at some things, it takes a minute to get good at it. It takes a minute to get to like the sweet spot of how to really make the money flow. And I don't know if she's going for the quick fixes of trying to get people to give her to however much the fees are for her to help them. But it's just really goes, do you think the person on the phone told her to work more on her brand? I don't know. She said, I understand you have to work, like you have to go where your brand is. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. In this episode, she's talking about she had some exciting news, and we'll go through this video tomorrow morning. I don't have the energy to go through this video right now because there's so much to talk about. We'll end up looking at it for 2 hours. I just feel like let's talk about this credit and Keller Williams elephant in the room, because it's Monday. It's Monday. A lot of people came to work on today from having the whole entire weekend off. Sis has been clearly working part-time. And I think we knew this a couple of weeks ago when she was sitting over by the break room or the copy room, instead of sitting in her office that she's paying money for. That was kind of weird to me that she was sitting over at some satellite desk. And I don't know if the lady in her office had a problem with being in her last vlog. I mean, it's just not a cool thing to do. It's one thing vlogging outside, that's the public domain, in a public building. In a office building where people are working, and that is not the public domain. And I wonder if someone actually, because that woman seemed a little on the bitchy side to me. She might not be a bitch, but at the end of the day, she was serving up Keesha the business. And it wouldn't surprise me if that lady found out that her voice was heard throughout her video, regarding her coming, being in the office, not being in the office. Who knows? Who knows how it went down? But Keesha has been coming into the office vlogging, and I don't know. Maybe that last food truck party was the situation when she had all of her new surgery on Front Street with the bodycon dress. I don't know. I don't know. But the lady at the end of the video, we just played it. I'll play it again in just a second. But sis is over here at some sort of food court type place. And she said she just met with 2 real estate agents. So I don't know what that means. Is she networking with some people to go to another brokerage office? Because maybe Keller Williams has like, hey, we do Saturday meetings. Hey, we do this, we do that. Maybe she went to go meet with another real estate agent office. Like, look, I'm a broker. I keep my own book of business. We will handle all of your transactions for you. This is the fee. You can come in, you can get a desk, not get a desk. You can have administrative fees, not have administrative fee. Like, maybe she is meeting with an other agency because she doesn't want to come into the office. Maybe she doesn't want to work with anybody. She just wants to kind of do her own thing. And Keller Williams might be one of these kind of fraternity, sorority type, six boom ba, We meet, we do car washes, we're doing charity events, we're going to the homeless shelter, we're doing all kinds of stuff out in the community. We are where people who have money and are, and we are steady in the community, but we also are, we are top performers here, but we also meet up a lot. I mean, you can see they're meeting up, they're doing food trucks, they're doing Saturday in services, all kinds of things. And maybe she doesn't want that because, Keesha is busy vlogging and selling hair and trying to keep up with Jeremy. Um, let's see. Yes, the food truck event was very unprofessional and Tom was getting his look on. It to me as a woman in the office, I would have had a problem with that. Me like look, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Um at the end of the day, having coworkers and colleagues who straddle the line of professionalism make it a very dangerous place for a lot of people, and you guys know this is the truth. Some people don't want to talk about it. Some people want to mind their business. And some people feel like that would be Karen and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there are certain things that really cannot be permitted in a workplace because it makes it very bad. It makes it awful. And you have to, if one person has to follow the rules, everyone has to follow the rules because it is not fair that if Tennessee comes in the office dressed a certain type of way and no one says anything to her, but then they say something to Vicky and it's kind of, people are kind of hate on Vicky anyway, that's fair. No, if two people are inappropriately dressed, not meeting the quotas, not doing what's required, not showing up for the food trucks, not showing up for the events, then it's unfair because when someone is called out, someone is put on a PIP, which is a performance improvement plan, or someone is on the track out the door, then it's going to be, well, I wasn't fairly treated. And then it's like, when do you pipe up and say, I'm unfairly being treated, or I witnessed a situation where two of my colleagues were treated differently, and I would like to alert my HR business partner about that because I think that there's a disparity going on. Like at the end of the day, these are real situations that happen in the workplace that people do not, people want to put their head down and mind their business until it happens to you, right? So we don't know if this is what happened to Keesha or not, but it does seem to be like there have been some red flags over the past month when she's taking us into the office that gave me pause as someone who just decides to breeze through the office in little itty bitty shorts, showing her bra, coming in whenever she wants, disturbing people while they are working in their place that they pay rent for, and she's vlogging. Who knows if she's asking for permission to put people in vlogs? I mean, this is not, it makes it not a safe place, especially as employees or even 1099s. You're recording people without their permission, and you're using it for commercial enterprises by posting it, monetizing it, and not having releases that you're putting people on a public platform in a private workspace. So I don't know. There were a lot of things. And when I watched this video this morning, it made me think about all of that. And I just wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised. So maybe it's better for her when the person said at the end, you have to think about what's better for your brand. If Sis is still committed to doing her videos, then she might need to work with a company that has less visibility, less of a brand, as she wants to still be a brand. Sis clearly wants to be a brand, um, but you're working with an established brand that, sells billions of dollars of real estate. Maybe she wants to go to, Camel Toe Realty Group. Maybe she's starting up Camel Toe Realty Group for real though, and she wants to really be the face because Keller is a brand, and her brand may be interfering with theirs, right? At her age, she should know. Well, she should, but keep in mind, I don't think she's ever had a real job like that, sis. Her jobs have been vlogging And Keesha has a real entitlement situation where she's not, girl, she's not thinking about nobody else. Keisha, and I'm gonna just say it too, and some of you guys might feel a certain way about it, but I'm gonna say it. She might feel that because everyone is, this is Atlanta, and everybody's black in her office. She might have worked in a very chocolate Keller Williams where everybody's black, and at the end of the day, she might not have felt like there was a problem. And if she was working at a diverse Keller Williams or the predominantly white Keller Williams office, maybe she wouldn't have done that. Because sometimes some of us think that because us are working up in there, you don't have to show up on point. But in this world, in 2023, if you want to make top dollar, be top tier, it doesn't matter who's at the workplace. You better show up top tier, number one, for yourself. Okay? Not just because who's in the house. Don't try going impressing people. Get up every day and impress yourself. Okay? Hey, Bama girl, what's good, sis? Should have kept the big tits in her bra under a nice shirt. Okay. At her age, she definitely should, but sis hasn't been in the work market. She has been running over here to vlogger events and doesn't understand office politics. Girl, corporate structure and office politics. Okay. It also could be because work hazards too. Improper work clothing can cause, girl, accidents, as in somebody from the other side of the office bumped up against you at the copy machine, and now his wife is mad because he's been fired for sexual harassment, and somebody feels a certain type of way because some people don't know how to control themselves. Okay, so it's best to dress appropriately. If you know you have a big old dumpster back there, you got a big old wagon that you're dragging, wear your Spanx. Wear your Spanx. Have your blazer. If you get up from your desk and you have zero waist and big wagon, you already know it's a distraction when you're walking up the main strip to the bathroom. Is that your fault? No. If you don't mind being the center of attention, that's your business. As long as you have on dress code. Some people can't help it. They got body yaddy and they just can't help it. But if you can help it, help it. That's why there's things called dress codes. Never really working from home, out and about doing nothing but juicing. Last week, the main thing that seemed to be on her mind was juicing and trying to show people she could still cheer. It also could cause, okay, I don't think she can start her own. Well, no, I mean, I don't think she can either. My point was, as she's working under a brokerage and she's just calling herself whatever. I don't know what the stipulations are. I think she has to have a broker for 2 years, as you're stating right here. Yes, I think that's the stipulation, but it could be an agency that's going to have less of a requirement, less of the sorority fraternity type feel. Basically you're on your own, and we provide, a la carte services to support your business, and a broker as a backbone, and you can use me how you see fit. You know what I mean? These are the 100 services we provide, and these are the 25 that I recommend you coming through the door, and you can do what you want from here. Like, you run your own business and rent is due on the first of the month. Okay. Like, we have no quotas, we have no requirements, nobody expects anything of you. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Okay. I think at, some of these big realty groups, with the names, 20th cent, not, what is it, Century 21, some of these big companies, they have quotas and criteria. Um, I agree. I believe she wants to be the face as well. Yeah, I think she wants to kind of do her own thing. It's unfortunate. Hopefully I think she got all of those props and they may have had Keller Williams on them, but I'm sure she can spend the money and buy some more. We don't make friends. It's all about getting to the top. Keesha would have, yeah, absolutely. And it's okay to be cute. It's okay to even be a little sexy at work, because people's idea of sexy is very different. But you can have your style and your own aesthetic. It's not about dressing um, librarian chic. And librarian chic is very cute for a lot of people, right? At the end of the day, showing a lot of skin, showing breasts, showing too much leg, um, and in some cases too much booty. I mean, booty, like, I mean, in some cases it's too much, right? Um, okay. Uh, yeah, but that was, girl, she's 30. Think about it, SV. She's 30. She finished school, let's say 8 years ago. She's never had a job, so she never had to put it in action. Um, she's very self-centered and entitled. Do you think she is thinking, she's already says she's professional and she already thinks she's a master communicator? Do you think, so it's like, so what? You would learn that at any college, not just at Spelman. They do try to prepare you for interviews and things of that nature. Sometimes it just comes down to class and just, I don't know, reading the room. Um, do we know that she did an internship? She might have done an internship at the local playhouse. She a theater major, so what would her internship have been? I mean, we don't know that she was at American Express. She might have been over there down to Atlanta Children's Theater. Okay. She could have been painting props. Is she really selling anything? I don't know, sis. She said she sold one home. I mean, 4 months. I don't even know if it's been 4 months. I thought she got her license right into the new year. So maybe January. So let's say 6 months. She does seem to have any type of time management. I don't know, whatever her time management skills are, don't seem to include working. It seems that she's more into juicing, running around with the girls, um, cheerleading, and not making $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Going to wig and hair appointments, and things of that nature. To me, if I just got a check for $20,000 or however much, let's say she sold a home and she just made $20,000, but you used to make that in a month as a vlogger, and now that's 6 months. I have a teenager, and when she goes to interviews, she dresses in black and white because she saw me get up and go to work with appropriate. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, but who? But Tina, perfect example. Your daughter saw you. What kind of work does Miss Sandra do? What kind of work was Miss Sandra doing? You know what I mean? I get it. But we also have to understand, sis, I don't think sis came from that. My father was a physician and went to work. He was in a time period when doctors still went to work in suits, and you take off your sport jacket and you put your lab coat on for the day. My mom was a registered nurse. So at the end of the day, you know, I saw my mom wore uniform, and my mom for a large portion of my life was a stay-at-home mom. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, some of us have parents who were professional and some of us did not. And sis, I think, came from a working class family environment. But I think common sense comes into play. She has friends who work in corporate environments, I would imagine. So I think I think it comes with a little lack of awareness and also the entitlement as to, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay. But I thought that that was very interesting. So like I said, Assist sent me the credit repair post over the weekend, and Keesha is really trying to be clear that she's not running a credit repair business, and we're just going to watch and see how this whole thing plays out, sis. Me personally, I would be very careful about credit repair because it seems like there are some legalities around doing that. There's also some legalities around telling people that you can take stuff off their credit that you know to be accurate. Um, and full stop right there. Okay. So I was sent that screenshot and asked to address it, and I thought that it was very interesting because she opened up this video with that conversation, and then she closes the video. If you missed that part, just slide back, that she's leaving her agency. And we predicted that 2 weeks ago. Last week she was definitely giving us part-time, and 2 weeks ago, it was definitely giving very much like copy room. She went into the office to go print something out, and sis was not even sitting in her office she paid rent for, which made me immediately think like, why are you not sitting at your desk? But there could be any number of reasons why she wasn't sitting at her desk, but maybe homegirl was mad she was being recorded and in Keesha Kaylee's vlog. Okay. So yeah. Um I don't let's see, Miss Sandra. Ooh. Well, that case is a done deal? I don't really know a whole lot about that. I've heard about that on the YouTube streets. Me personally, Arlene, I would be very careful. Like if I were her, I would be very careful calling it credit repair in the state of Georgia because they seem to be very persnickety about that. I would not be calling it that. Also, it's so funny. Have you guys been following the Ashely Grayson case? Ashely Grayson, even though that's a very different situation. But the interesting thing to me about Ashely Grayson is not only was she very much of like, I hate to say narcissist because it's so overused at this point. Sis is kind of a maniac, okay? But there's some indictments. She was so mad at people talking about her on TikTok. She was soliciting someone who she thought she could trust, who she parted her lips to basically ask to put a mark somebody for the ultimate. If you guys are following me, and there have been 3 indictments passed down to her and her husband, um, because she was mad. Let me read this part to you. Let me read this to you really quick. If you guys know who Ashely Grayson is, um, this is so the indictment filed in the United District Court of the Western District of Tennessee accuses Grayson and her husband Joshua Grayson of orchestrating a murder for hire plot. And you know why? Because sis was mad because people were calling her out on TikTok. People were doing reaction videos. That's where it's going now. People are so mad because people see the bullshit that people are going to be going to the penitentiary. Okay. Ashely claimed she made millions through her credit repair business. She actually got the money through a workers' compensation case. So sis was, or statement, excuse me, settlement. Sis was flossing. Now, it's not to say she didn't make money because she did make money, but she was flossing as successful, well off, and that she had that dough. And I think people got the impression that she was a successful businesswoman. Her aesthetics of the success came from a settlement that she got through losing 4 of her fingers on the job as a postal worker. And she developed the course that she was actually being sued for. She took a course, she revamped the course, rebranded it, and basically sold it as her own. And one of the 3 people that her and her husband were accused of trying to do a murder for hire plot on was the lady who was the innovator of this course that she sued her for basically plagiarizing, if that's the right word. And So that was one of the people. And then an ex-boyfriend who had a sex tape on her was another one. And then the TikToker who was following her channel and following her course. And like any good reactor, kind of noticed that there was some weird shit. Excuse my language, and basically called her out. So I'll just read a little bit of this to you. If you hadn't heard of Ashely Grayson, get into it. Ashely claimed to have made millions through her credit repair business, but she actually got her money through a workers' compensation settlement. And just to backtrack a little bit, Ashely Grayson's story has captivated the internet for nearly a year. The chaotic narrative has taken many unexpected and bewildering turns, with the biggest and perhaps the most significant one being Ashely Grayson's federal indictment for racketeering and attempted murder. Okay. The indictment filed in the United States District Court. So the person that she tried to solicit to commit the crimes realized, oh yeah, oh my God, did you just see the picture of the dog with the rain cap on? Oh my God. If you're on the replay, hit the back button. But there was something over here with a cat with a rain cap on. That was so cute. Anyway, she was so mad that she was being called out for a con that she was talking to someone, someone behind the scenes, a subscriber or follower, and parted her lips to ask them, could they? And sis was very smart in making the decision to hit the screen record button, because she was thinking, oh, not today. Am I going to be going down with you? So sis recorded her and then turned her recordings into the FBI. So I'm giving you a little bit of a spoiler alert. But sis was mad. And some of these people do get mad when you do reaction videos, but it's not worth it. Because if Ashely Grayson would have minded her own business, maybe the TikToker would have gone on to the next subject, or it just wouldn't be resulting in a federal indictment and racketeering along with murder for hire plot. Trying to kill people in 2023 is not smart, period. Anyway, so yes, the indictment filed in United States District Court of the Western District of Tennessee accuses Ashely and her husband Joshua of orchestrating a murder for hire plot. So before Ashely became internet famous, she was a postal worker. She allegedly started a credit repair business in 2017, which reportedly tripled her salary. Grayson allegedly advertised her triumphs on social media. Today is the last day clocking in and working for anyone else. I'm now making more in 1 month with my business than I was making in 3 months working inside. So basically, she was selling a credit repair business, but it was also kind of a free yourself from corporate jobs type of scheme, right? Ashely's lifestyle, as displayed on social media, supported the claim that she was wealthy, but really, what attributed her wealth was the settlement from the post office. So even though she did make money, I think it was Dr. Drika. Yes. I've got the affidavits, because Dr. Drika sued her, but she also got mad at Dr. Drika and put her name on the hit list. Yes. The ex-boyfriend, they talked about it on Tasha K the other day. Yes. Ashely's lifestyle. Okay, so Ashely's instant fortune came via a workers' compensation settlement paid out after she suffered an injury at work. Her claim that she'd made millions of dollars in less than an hour via her online platform was false. She made it seem like she broke the internet. Ashely's claim, but she was selling. But because she looked rich, people were buying now based on, ooh, she looks like money, right? Ashely's claim earned her social media fame, and she capitalized on it, marketing courses, and she promised she would teach people how to get rich quick. People paid for the classes, hoping their investments in Ashely would yield results. However, Ashely's course, per disgruntled netizens, which I guess people who live on the net. Is that what we're called? Netizens? Okay, netizens. Were scams. She allegedly delayed the start of her courses to prevent subscribers from requesting refunds. censored negative reviews on her website, and created false advertisement. TikTok user SS publicized people's concerns online, drawing Ashely's ire. Ashely sued SS for defamation, but at this point, nothing could save her reputation. Her attempts to sanitize her social media failed. She did lose that defamation lawsuit, by the way. Okay. Ashely Grayson is facing criminal charges and a defamation lawsuit. She's getting a defamation lawsuit now. The first indication the federal authorities were investigating Ashely came from her countersuit filed by Drika Harwell. Harwell countersued in response to Ashely's defamation lawsuit. She claimed that she and Ashely met via mutual friends on Facebook in September 22. Harwell alleged that after a while, Ashely started posting derogatory comments about her per Harwell's countersuit and didn't respond to Ashely beyond blocking her account. She claimed that she and Ashely met via mutual friends. Okay, I already read that part. Okay. Ashely doubled her efforts. Harwell claimed posting hundreds of false and defamatory statements on various social media sites, as well as sending harassing direct messages under various anonymous usernames on Facebook. Harwell asserted that Ashely posted her phone numbers and address on social media in attempt to follow, alarm, and or harass Harwell. See what harassing really is? Harwell claims she obtained a restraining order against Ashely. She also said that FBI officers visited her home and told her that Ashely's attempt to hire individuals to murder her, specifically in the presence of her children. That was what was on the work order to the assassins, was to make sure that the kids were home. Okay. Is it on YouTube? Is this case? It's on YouTube now. I'm talking about it. Tasha K interviewed her boyfriend. It's on the news. Like, this is a legit news story. So you can actually just Google her name. Are people talking about it? Tasha K had her boyfriend, not Drika, but Ashely Grayson's boyfriend prior to her getting married. Anyone else who's talking about it, I don't know, sis. We're talking about it now. Harwell stated that learning on the FBI's advice, she moved, but I would say find it on TikTok. TikTok is where it lived because she was mostly a TikToker, and it was a TikTok reactor that Oh, okay. So Live Laugh Love is doing something on it on her channel. Okay. So there was a TikToker who mainly called her out, and that's where a lot of where this lives. Okay. Harwell stated that leaning on the FBI's advice, she moved her family to a secure location. Harwell said that Ashely filed defamation lawsuits against her victims in attempt to cover up the murder for hire investigation. So she was trying to take shine away from what was really going on by pulling out defamation, but there was no way she was going to be able to prove defamation. The federal indictment against Ashely on racketeering and attempted murder confirmed the FBI's investigated her and her husband. The indictment doesn't name Ashely's victims. Social media posts claim that Ashely conspired to murder the following: Ashely's ex, Patrick Tate, TikToker SS, and Ashely's competitor, Dr. Drika. Dr. Drika basically said she took her course, revamped it, rebranded it, and basically sold it as her own. She took all of her own points and basically stole her course and rebranded it and sold it as her own, and thought she was going to get away with it. And then that's when Dr. Drika called her out on it. Despite being pregnant during her arrest, very few people have shown sympathy for Ashely. Can you believe it? Crazy, right? I could believe it because there are people out here who literally, like, at the end of the day, the lady SS, the TikTok reactor who called her out because she saw something wrong. So in a way, she's somewhat of a whistleblower, right? But at the end of the day, on Ashely Grayson's side, if you're not doing something illegal or something that is wrong, then I wouldn't worry about it. But so her stealing that lady's course allegedly, that's something that her and that woman could have settled in some sort of copyright lawsuit, intellectual property lawsuit, something like that. If her course was basically revamped and it was being resold, right? That's something that could have been handled. You pay your money and you're done. The fact that there's no intelligence outside other than trying to get people to do your dirty work is crazy. And we've seen that on YouTube. We haven't seen it to this magnitude, but we have seen it to the point where it can be dangerous. There are people who are sending people $50 to go run past somebody's house, which is stupid. Absolutely stupid. If you're not doing anything illegal, don't get into something illegal by getting people to go do things that you have no control over and something happens. Okay. So this is just a cautionary tale that things can go real bad very quick. And this woman is actually on video. I saw the video on TikTok of the person who Ashely initially asked to do the crimes. Now, between her videoing it going to the FBI and also going to that reactor, maybe she sent it to the reactor like, hey, girl, you better watch your back because this is happening. I don't know. Like that part of between her videotaping and becoming a whistleblower to the reactor, the boyfriend. But the boyfriend, I think he said he was in Charlotte. The ex-boyfriend, rather. He said he was in Charlotte and the FBI came to his house and basically informed him that there had been a murder for hire plot with his name. That his name was in the mouth of somebody wanting to pay someone to do them in. Yes, her friend. Well, it wasn't her friend. She was kind of a business associate. She was a fan. She was a follower. And I guess they were started doing some things together. And then she just kind of casually said that she wanted like almost like, do you know a Pookie? Do you know a Pookie? These people are crazy, y'all. These people are very, very crazy. So don't, you know what I mean? Like some of this stuff seems super duper harmless, but there's people out here who are like really certified nuts. Okay. Ashely Grayson is definitely one of them. Now, at the end of the day, what I would say is, to be successful out here, you have to put in a lot of hard work. Now, this also came into conversation last night too. We're going to talk about it after we end this live. My Jazzy Life was live yesterday for 3.5 hours begging, and I think she only got like $76, and she got a few super chats. So let's say the 3 hours she earned maybe she earned $150. I don't know. I don't even care. How much did she earn for the live? I don't know. I don't care. But at the spirit of it, it's like sis sat there and I think she watched one too many Peach McIntyre videos, and sis started feeling herself and went completely berserk by the time the live was over. And we're definitely going to talk about it today. Now, as far as Keesha's concerned, I just thought it was very strange. The vlog. If you guys hadn't watched it, watch it. So tomorrow we can, have a little fun with it. Today, based on what I wanted to talk about, I'm just like, it's not going to be appropriate for us to go through the whole video today. We'll go through the video tomorrow. I just wanted to address the credit repair service. It's not a credit repair. I wanted to address the public comment on her thread that says she's going to fix people's credit. Like, it's like, sis, you got to be more careful out here. I don't know what this woman is trying to do. But it doesn't sound like real estate. And by the end of the video, she's leaving Keller Williams. So spoiler alert, I just spoiled it. If you hadn't watched it, that's basically what's going on. Watch it so we can talk about it tomorrow. But I just thought it was very, very odd. Okay. And then I also wanted to introduce this Ashely Grayson situation because you're going to hear a lot more about it. Sis is also pregnant. There's a lot going on here. I just think it's a cautionary tale because there's a lot of people out here that get low key very, very, very mad at reactions, reviews, and commentary. And, people need to understand this type of behavior is becoming more and more prevalent. And the better skilled the police departments, the state police, the federal, the FBI are going to be at dealing with this type of stuff. And it's best to just not watch. If you feel that there's commentary that's against you, you don't like it, it makes you feel some type of way, I would just say stop watching. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, people can give their opinion and people have a right to know what they're buying into. If people are spending their hard earned money because they believe in what you're selling, but what you're selling may or may not work, it may not be accurate. They just want to tell their experience. People have a right to talk about it, right? Mhm. Very pregnant. So maybe she's getting ready to domino. Um Oh, Begging for Money, sis. Oh, you didn't watch it? Oh. Well, I was busy myself too. For some reason, it was the weirdest thing. Erica, we're going to come back in a minute. Just let me make a sandwich and get something cold to drink. Give me about 30 minutes. We are going to come back. Girl, I got all my clips yesterday. It was 3.5 hours. I was like, I'll be damned. Okay, we're not watching this whole thing. We will be here all damn day, and I am not going to have no 2 and 3 5-hour live. Okay. So, okay. Um, Mel and Kim, hey, what's good, sis? What's going on? Happy Monday. And when we come back, it's going to be just a regular, we did members and mods. I am going to do a private members live one day this week. So, guys, just have your notifications set. And that's it on that. I don't know what day it's going to be, but we'll have a private members live one like in the next week. Okay. Um, but right now as members and mods, the next live will just be open chat. But yeah, get your comments in down below. I mean, I'll definitely get some more information. We might even go through a little bit of the Tasha K interview with boyfriend. But yeah, Ashely Grayson, girl, but this is not an isolated incident. People have been coming for people since the beginning of time. Okay. But at the end of the day, it says more about what someone has going on and that there's problems if you care that much. If you are not doing anything illegal, why are you sending hitmen after people? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, why are you sending the hitmen out? Okay. That lady, Ashely Grayson, she did herself in by trying to get someone to come and take care of some people that she shouldn't have been trying to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, she should have left well enough alone. Let's see. SS paid for the course and wasn't able to take it. SS took it to TikTok and the people began to come. So, like, let's say with Peach had a course and some people missed it. Someone was like 10 minutes late and they couldn't get in. This happens a couple of times. So let's say the course starts at 3 o'clock and by 3:15 they locked the doors. Nobody else could come in and she did not offer a reschedule and people were pissed. Do you remember that? Oh, the course was expensive. It absolutely was. Yeah. This is scary but familiar to a certain YouTuber to ask for. Okay. Okay, you said it. Look. That's why, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, when I see someone's crazy, I don't engage with crazy folk at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy folk can deal with crazy folk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm doing reactions, reviews, and commentary. That's it. All this extra, girl. Honey. Anyway, I just thought this would be interesting to talk about on a Monday. Sis is leaving the agency. So just to get you caught up, if you don't know, so you know, but go ahead and slap the bar back. Keesha is leaving Keller Williams. Bougie Gang called it out 2 weeks ago. It was giving part-time and so it is. Okay. Sis is going to be over there with her man. She is calling the interior designer and she is setting up that office. She wants it to look more classy because she's going to be doing business from home. Okay. Um, and she's got her 15 customers over there to the credit repair. And go figure, guys, some of them actually want houses. Okay, some of them want houses, and that's it. But guys, just remember, it's not credit repair, but that's what y'all understand. So that's just what she's going to call it, because that's what seems to be what you guys get. It's credit repair. Okay, but it's not. Okay, but she's still selling houses. She's got some exciting news to share with us, and that's it, and that's all. Okay. Okay. All right. Guys, let's go ahead and shut this one down. I'll be back in like about, let's say, half hour, 45 minutes, and we are going to get all the way into the My Jazzy Life live stream from yesterday that was 3.5 hours long. Sis amassed a fortune of $76. Sis was trying to do, she was trying to do a whole telethon. She said, why don't the reactors, sis, let me tell you, number one, when I started watching the live, girl, you might have already been asleep. Okay. That's number one, because I was with
Don't try to read me out. And my man, thank you to my man.
yeah, I was booed up yesterday. As well, every day. Okay. I was booed up, handling boot up business. But sis was calling for the YouTube streets. She wanted people to call in, and she wanted people to send $1. Let me tell you, that thing was so funny. Somebody sent her $1 and told her that she was a disgrace to the Black community. They told her she was a disgrace to the Black community. And then she doxed the ladies, which I don't know if it was doxing or not. At the end of the day, look, let me tell you something. You got to, if you're going to play with this internet play money out here, you better get a cash app that, you know what I'm saying? Like my one and only cash app is Bougie Gang. Okay. $ Bougie Gang. And that's it. Right. Some of you guys with your good Christian names on it, you better get one. You better get Big Booty ba ba ba, or fa la 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 la, or whatever your damn name is on these YouTube streets. You better get one. Okay, a cash app that represents that. Me personally, I don't care. I will give $ bougie. Nobody's really dealing with me on a serious basis on $ bougie gang anyway. For business, a lot of some of the companies like from China and stuff like that, girl, they're all about some PayPal. Okay. Um, Rarely Zelle, and rarely never Cash App. It's always PayPal. Okay. But at the end of the day, Bougie Gang fits just fine for what I got to use mine for. Now, some of these people got their good Christian names on here, and sis sent her a whole dollar and said she was a disgrace to the Black community. Someone else told her, someone named Portia Williams sent her $1 for bigger portions for the kids. It was funny, but sis was on there for almost 4 hours and got $75. Jasmine, you probably could have walked up the street, up and down your street, and shaked your tail and got $75. Okay. All right. I don't even know, but sis, I don't even know that it was worth it. You could have sat and actually edited the videos that you said that you needed to edit and earn the money in a more dignified manner. But Jasmine is not a dignified woman. We know this, but it was funny to me that her mods were pumping her head up, that people were in the bushes, people were watching. They dropped all kinds of people's names, like people were going to come and run to Jasmine's chat. For what? To argue in a, I wish I would. I wish I would sit there and type argue comments to somebody. Like, how stupid and lame is that? Not only have I been doing this far too long to get caught up in doing something silly like that, I'm a grown ass woman out here. I would never play myself in such a manner. Okay. I'm not even calling in because, bitch, I don't have nothing to say. I do reactions, reviews, and commentary, and that's it. That's it, and that's all. I don't engage with the folk. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to be friends. We're barely colleagues. The only reason why we're colleagues is because we both do this YouTube thing. Okay? You shouldn't want to talk to me, and I damn sure don't want to talk to you. All I want to do is watch the videos and have a good time with some people called Bougie Gang. Okay. And that's what we're going to do in just a little bit. So, guys, get your snack, get your sandwich, get your drink, get your coffee, get your tea, and let's get into it. Okay. Let's go ahead and shut this one down. And then I'll be back. I'm going to set up the live in just a second, and then I'll be back. Just give me a little bit of time, okay? But I'll be back in just a little bit, okay? Guys, I hope that you have a wonderful day, okay? Let's just close out on this one because I don't want no problems.
Play no games. Freaky. I could learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot, you a little sweet too. Sweet like Kaylee, sweet like Keesha. I could tell you crazy, she couldn't. Seen it on the gram, trying to see that shit. I know I get on cause I like how she can lock it down, I can tell by how you see how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you this guy's tough, but I ain't hey. No, seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lace Friends, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live.
Girl, Vicky, not working from home in bed eating hot wings. That was funny. I had to come back for that one. Yes, girl, it's like stay tuned. Let the shenanigans begin, girl. It's gonna be good. They're gonna be holding her license for one day as she transfers to another agency, and let the shenanigans begin. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys later. Bye.